All right. I am excited. It is time to go through the mini catalog, January to April 2025. Hello, my name's Kimberly Smith. I'm the Papered Chef. I'm a U.S. Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And one of the things that I love to do is share our new product offerings. We have 2 mini catalogs a year. One has just finished. It was our holiday catalog. It finished in December. There's still a few items you can get from that on the last chance list. Now this catalog here is going to go from January to April. And we also have something that goes for an entire year, and that's called our annual catalog. This goes from May of last year, 2024, till April of 2025. So sometimes when I show you things, or I'll refer to things, they're in this catalog here. You can request this catalog, the larger one for a small fee. It actually, I pretty much eat the cost of mailing that to you, but I do charge a very small fee because in the past, people just kept asking me for catalogs over and over, and yada, yada, yada. Long story short, it's just a couple bucks just to make sure that you actually aren't a catalog collector. Well, you can be a catalog collector if you want to be. Anyway, it's all on you. So now this one is free. So if you want this catalog, I do not charge to mail this. Again, I just eat the cost there, and you can just request it here at my site. So you're going to go to my website, paperedchef.stampinup.net. Okay, my name's Kimberly Smith. If you're trying to look me up to go shopping with me, and I'm the one in Georgia, because if you look up Kimberly Smith demonstrators, I think there's like 4 of us. I know I met a few on the incentive trip. There's a lot of people named, this is a very common name. There's probably more than 4 of us. But anyway, this is me, and there's my website. Now, I've already done this walkthrough. So if you missed it, be sure to check it out. These are the free things you can earn. So I'll flip through that at the end. Anytime you spend $60 at my store, you can earn something free from this booklet. But let's not muddy the water. Let's just go over what's in this catalog, so that's what you will understand what you can purchase. These are items in this catalog you can purchase. So we're going to open it up. Okay, we have a table of contents. This is way better to look at in person, I think. You're going to see that it takes us several pages to get to the products we sell. And that the approach to that is explaining our company, explaining our values. Here's our CEO, Sarah, stamping with people that work at her company. I guess, well, that's her husband, and I guess someone works at her company. I mean, this is going to focus on connection, making a difference, talking about our philanthropy, how we gather. Okay, so be sure to check out all that information, curl up with a cup of tea, and read through all of this. It's very, very interesting. This is showing you that we have different approaches to crafting. Like here, these little boxes are called kits. Every month we release 2 kits. This month it was 3 kits. I ordered them. I'll be unboxing them soon. You're going to see that one of them is like a 3D bag making kit. One is a card kit. And then, of course, I didn't get the 3rd kit, but there are 3 kits this month. And when I get new kits, I'll unbox them. Kits are great for new beginning crafters. You're also going to see that that's the approach of our catalog. That now this new layout of the catalog goes through beginning crafter projects and kits, and then onto ephemera, which I'll show you some ephemera. That's these little pieces of crafty goodness that I just am obsessed with. And it all goes up to more of the avid crafter. I'm going to call myself an avid crafter. You know, so you call yourself what you wish. If you're here on my channel and you kind of like the whole free-flowing style, which I never know what I'm going to make until I make it sort of thing, that would be like an avid crafter. And this offers you a lot. This catalog offers avid crafters a lot to just kind of wing it and just make things you like. So you don't have to follow along with these beautiful kits. But it's not that I don't like kits. It's just that I can't even open a kit and sort of, follow the directions. I just open a kit and make something else completely. So interestingly enough, my mom is, she's 92. And like me, and maybe this is where I get it from, she just like kind of speaks her mind. And she was like, I can't help but laugh when she's like, what are you selling here? Like she's looking through it and she's like, what? I don't see anything. Like she got to like here and she's like, what are you selling? What are you selling? My mom is like an honorary papered chef. She makes all the craft bags for my team. And I was like, I saw her face like going through it. She's like, this doesn't look like your other catalogs. Like, and then I said, Mom, here's some products. And she's like, oh, okay. So we are on page 13. And this is where you can get to like the heart of like what we sell, right? down here. But it's not that all that other stuff wasn't important. It's laying the foundation for you. Now, in every catalog, there's what's called these card sketches. I really love card sketches, and they're just going to give you like a way of, I'm not sure if they're in the back or the front here, the card sketches. A way of taking something and just using it for your design. I know every one of our catalogs has this little section called card sketches. So this is the reason to save, even if you're not going to save your catalogs, save these card sketches, because these will give you inspiration to like kind of make whatever you want. Everything is a card sketch. Like, you're always getting inspired by something. Everyone that thinks they're making something completely original, you were inspired by something. And maybe you're inspired by like this sketch, and then you changed it up and only have 3 round elements instead of 4 round elements and a rectangle element. So these are just ways to get inspired. All right, so ephemera. Let's talk about some of the ephemera. I've opened these, and I'm just gonna. So in what's called I have a designer series paper share, and in that there's going to be an add-on. If you want to add on, you can get half a pack of ephemera, of a few kinds of the ephemera. I thought this one was really good. It's called Greetings for All Mix and Match. Now, I don't think this little picture does it justice, so I'm going to show you what these look like. You're going to get, in a package for only $7, you're going to get pre-printed and punched out. So these are little punch outs. Like, these are laser cut. See? Let's make sure you can see that. Let me turn up my light, make sure I get the right. Okay, nope. I need the white light. No, yellow. There we go. My light is brighter, so hopefully you can see that these are cutouts. And they're cardstock. They're not the same. They're not the regular cardstock from Stampin' Up. Like, they're not the weight of like this kind of cardstock. They're not quite this thick like regular cardstock. They're like the kind of cardstock you would get in a paper pumpkin kit. But they do hold up. They're sturdy. And if you're into just like, you don't want to do a lot of stamping, but you need to just have a lot of stuff on hand to make cards for all occasions, then this is the kind of ephemera pack you're going to want. So for only $7, you're going to get 7 sheets of this. Now, again, you can sample this in my share, which I'll share later. I'll share more information about that. But I really love these black and white ones. I mean, there's something for everyone in here. Okay. So those are called the Greetings for All. This isn't the package it comes in. This is my label I put on top of there, but I've already opened up all my packages, and I'm waiting for more, so this one is ready to go. So we're going to put that over there. Then we have what's called Spring Celebration Mix and Match Ephemera Kit. And that is over here. Okay, you got little birds that you can color with the blends markers. You have butterflies. Oh, even the other side of these are nice. You could ink those up. But look at the front side. It's like all wooden. Well, actually, these show the laser cut even better. Just simply gorgeous. Okay, and then we have this piece here, and it has Happy Easter, and there's a little frame around it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thinking of you. So this is called your Spring Celebrations. Okay. Now, I'm not offering every single one of these in my sampler because this one is just tags, and I didn't really get a lot of these because, honestly, I wasn't feeling it. But I did get it. It's cute, but it's just like I wasn't like feeling like I'm going to get a whole lot of these. They're just like little tags to decorate, and I like to make my own tags with dies. This one here called Celebrate Love Mix and Match, that's going to be in your this month's. Everybody that's in my card club is getting a half a pack of this. So I didn't put this in my designer series paper share add-on for the ephemera because, you know what, I was like, my same people usually get my card club that get my other kits. This one's called Birthday Treats, but this is another one you can sample from me. Birthday Treats, happy birthday, celebrate, happy day. Look at these beautiful cakes, balloons that you can color. And this one has lattice. So instead of getting 3 sheets, you're getting 2 sheets of lattice. Now you can use these as they are. They're like bubble bath, I believe. Or you can use them as a decorative mask. So you take your blending brush, you lay this down, and you use this as a decorative mask. Or, why don't you do both? Okay, let me put on my glasses and make sure. I see some people coming on, and I love that you're here, and thank you for saying hello. So be sure to check in and say hello. So you can use it as a decorative mask on this side, or color it the color you want it. Then when you're ready, just put some glue on it, or adhesive, backing, and you And then you just sort of use it on the front of it as a card element or chop it up. It's your item. Do whatever you want with it. I didn't put little cardboard backings on them all because I didn't have enough cardboard backings. But I'm going to show you in the catalog some samples here of what you can make with this ephemera. And whoever gets this bag is getting some bonus catalog paper on there. All right. Yay for your bonus lint you're getting. All right. I know I'm weird, but it's all good. I'm weird in a good way. All right. So then you have these little, what I'm basically showing you is what was called my ephemera share. So okay, in here I have these cards are called Stripes and Florals Mix and Match. And you get, let's see, in the package, you're going to get 10 cards and 10 envelopes. In my sampler, you're getting a card, right, of each. And then you're getting an envelope of each to match. And then these are what's called Memories and More Cards and Envelopes. Assorted Memories and More Cards and Envelopes. Okay. So let's put that back together. You can tell I've been busy making kits. All right. And then let's see. This, I think, might be an online exclusive, but I'm just going to see if it's in this catalog. But before I do, I just want to show you this ephemera, this beautiful thing. So, again, I'm going to allow you to sample some of these. 1, 2, 3, 4 in my sort of deluxe designer shares paper share. And then this one is you're going to get right here inside my card club. You're all going to get half a pack of that. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Woohoo! Look at this gorgeous page of stuff. Okay, really gorgeous. It has so much inspiration. So the catalog, some of my customers say, oh, you don't need to spend money sending me a catalog. Like, I'll just look it up online. And then, I'm like, but don't you want it for like inspiration? So like, to me, this is inspiring to hold in front of me. It's almost like, oh, like when I need an idea, like quick, there you go, right? There's the idea of what to do with that lattice work. And there's the Happy Mother's Day card. Instantly, anyone can be a gorgeous, like, professional-looking crafter just by taking this ephemera and using it there. All right, so here we go. Memories and More. Here it is. It is here. Yay! I wasn't sure if it was in. I get all mixed up with which things are in the mini catalog and which things are on our online exclusives now. So we don't put everything in the catalog anymore. Some things are online exclusives. But this one, there were those Memories and More cards and envelopes. Now, these are in the annual catalog, too. That's this white part. These parts, I gave you one of each of these cards. A note card, a smaller one and a bigger one. And what you do with those, you do this. My mom did all this for you guys. She separated these packages. These are called Memories, Mixed Media Florals, Memories and More Card Pack. So in my little sampler, you're going to get half of this. Just showing you what that looks like. Let's see. And then you don't have to get my samplers, my product shares. This is just if you want to. I'm kind of showing you what's included. At the end of this, I'll kind of go over that. So this is some sticker sheets. So happy sticker sheets are back. When the Memories and More cards started going to just like the plain cards and without the stickers, I was like really bummed out. Okay, I was pissed off. Let's keep it real. I was pissed off when they took away the stickers. And I was like, and I, of course, said something. Like, I don't know if it's anything that I said in the comments, but Stampin' Up! Has brought back cute little sticker sheets. So I'm glad. And I think they were probably in the works to bring them back because honestly, once you say something, like it takes like a year for these catalogs to get produced, maybe more than a year. So it probably wasn't something I said, but they do listen to feedback. Aren't these really cool? You are loved. This was like a recipe card. So everybody's getting a half a package of the Memories and More. So 50 double-sided cards. So you're gonna get some big cards, sticker sheets, some little cards. And if you get double any of the cards, it's because my mom can't see very well. And my cat was like distracting her. And sometimes I'm like, Mom, it looks like you have 2 of this one card in a pile. But you know what? When you ask someone for help, and they might make a mistake, but it's not the end of the world. And you can't really micromanage somebody when they're helping you. But I was like, that just fell on the floor. Like, what pile does that go in? Or like, it looks like you have 2 of the same card in the pile. But anyway. She's like, no, I thought that was different. Like, she can't see very well, but either can I. So she still sews like a champ, and I still craft like a champ, even though we're both like blind as bats half the time. Okay, that is really cool for coloring. Oh, ladybugs. Look at the little baby ladybugs. They're not baby ladybugs. I should say they're probably adult ladybugs. They're tiny ladybugs. So these little cards are great for journaling. But do I do that? I sometimes do. I sometimes use it for like writing notes. Thank you for your order or what have you. But most of the time, I'm going to use these for card making. These are just instant card making elements for me. But if you want to get into the whole scrapbooking memory keeping thing, these memories and more cards are what you need. All right. So put all these back in there. And then in this one, I'm also giving a little sample of the note cards, the basic white note cards. That way you can, no matter what, if you get my little sampler, you're like, okay, I can make some cards like right now. Like I'm ready. I got my, my cards, my ephemera, and you're good to go. So you're like, boom. So that is called the Memories and More collection. And we have a whole scrapbooking brochure too, if you're into the scrapbooking thing. That's great. All right, so now we're going into, finally, hey, aren't we a stamping company, right? Page 18, buy some stamps. And here you are. So this is called With You in Mind. And if you're in my Card on Blue Card Club, I think that's what you voted on for the month of February. I just have to check. So for the month of January, you've already picked it, and it'll be in here too. We'll show you that too. The name eluded me, it's Hugs for Love, I think it is. Hugs for Love. And then this one is coming up With You in Mind. That's going to be February's. I'm pretty sure that's what you voted on. And if you forgot to vote, just check your email, because every Card on Blue Card Club member gets to vote on our future stamp sets. I really like this for many reasons, but I like what I like about it is this big, sentiments that are just really nice elements. Now this one fits, this thank you is not too big. It fits on our little heartfelt hexagon punch from the annual catalog. All right, this is nice shapes, and this looks like the one with our everyday arches. That's an online exclusive. Maybe I'm wondering if the arches will fit this. Does anybody know if the shadowed shapes, if the arch dies, the dies that come with the online exclusive, do they cut out this arch? Because that's what it reminds me of. All right, and then we've got a happy birthday stamp. So if you like big stamps, there you go. And now we have Creativity Your Way, page 20. And now we're into, okay, we've kind of gone through the kits and the ephemera, and now we should be getting into, if I'm correct, the suites. So now we're into the section of the book for those of us that are like, where's the stuff I want to buy, right? Let me buy something. Like my mom said, what are you selling here? So we are selling I want to say, a lifestyle. We're selling a community. You're becoming part of a community. We're selling gathering, and we're selling creativity. Okay, so, but those of us that just want like really cool products that go together, then you're going to have to wait till you get to page 24. Because on page 24 is what's called a mega suite. What I like to call a mega suite. I don't think Stampin' Up! Calls it a mega suite. They just call it a suite collection. But to me, this is mega because you have 2 stamp sets and 2 like bundles that go with those stamp sets. So you have the Storybook Garden Patch, Storybook Friends. Now you might be thinking, this is right up your alley, Paper Chef, because it's all whimsical. And actually, I do like it, but it's not actually whimsical. It's more of like a traditional. And I do love it. But I only bought the paper so far. I did not get this. Well, I think I did get it, but I got it as a prize for bingo. I have bingo coming up, and you can still sign up I'm leaving it open until tomorrow. You can sign up for my January 31st bingo, and this will be one of the prizes. Anywho, let's open up this awesome paper. So they're calling this a suite collection. If you wanted to get the whole shebang, meaning this stamp set and this die bundle, this stamp set and die bundle, and this stamp set and die bundle, and some ribbon and embellishments, and this package of paper, it's called Timeless Plaid, and this package of paper called Storybook Moments, then this would be the price, $155 for the whole entire suite. So when you do that, though, when you purchase the whole thing, you're going to be able to earn celebration items only during January, February. So if you are going to get some of these things and you really like them, that will qualify for 2 celebration items. Okay, so this is, yes. Okay, Christine's saying, an adorable, cozy, sweet. So let me say hi to you guys as I do this. Oh, and I'll tell you the paper. I'll tell you the colors. All right, so let's go back. Hello, Diana. And Diana Boone is here. Cindy Jensen. Mary Novak from Wisconsin. Bonnie Blake, also from Wisconsin, and a channel member. Thank you. All right. Nola's here from Oregon. And Janet. Hello, Janet. I just was chatting with you. And T. Barnes, nice to see you again. Bonnie Blake. Yes, Bonnie. Great New Year. Glad to be back. And thank you for being a channel member. And hello, Dawn Klein. Evelyn Goodman. I'm glad you liked the live presentation, Evelyn. All right. Oh, you know what? There's a lot of little tiny words here. Basic beige. I'm hoping I can see this. Basic beige. Cajun craze. Boho blue. Calypso coral. Cherry cobbler. Crumb cake. Early espresso. Lost lagoon. Misty moonlight. Mossy meadow. Old olive. Pebbled path. Pecan pie and wild wheat. So you just see how much is going on. Now, I usually, in the past, when I did a designer series paper share, I used to try to cut all these out. And it was just sort of very, very time consuming. So what I did is I did punch out these little pieces and divide them into 4 sections. But with these ones, I just cut down the middle. So some of you, if you're getting my designer series paper share, might get this little carrot. Some of you might get the cute little, duck, mother duck. Okay? So it depends. Now in this paper, it's kind of a new way we're doing some of our specialty papers now. You have your cute little paper and you're double-sided, and you're going to get 10 sheets of that. So they're 12. They come in packages of 12 by 12. And you'll get 10 full sheets of this beautiful artwork created by the graphic artist at Stampin' Up. And they have mood boards, and they show us their process, and they are professional designers. And they spend, like I said, years on these catalogs. So you're really getting this, wonderful result of all that. And the coordination of products is just phenomenal. So not only that, though, when I get to the end of these 10 pieces, you're going to see that we also have ephemera with this paper. Ephemera is that cute little stuff I was showing you earlier, the little punch outs. And for this one, I will be punching these out because I'm going to be cutting this one apart, for my designer series paper share. All right, so those little cottages are cute. These little guys are cute. And you can see that there's little dies over here that will cut out some of these critters. It kind of looks like old vintage wallpaper, right? But look at these sheets. Look at these awesome sheets. So in every pack of our specialty paper, you're going to have good to go, ready to go ephemera. Okay, you're going to have 2 sheets of the same ephemera. So when I divide this up, in your designer series paper share, you're going to be each getting a half a sheet of ephemera. And I'll show you what that looks like later. But isn't that nice? Super nice paper. All right, now I want to see sheep and squirrels. Yeah, there's little couples. There's little Bo Peep, and there's little duck couples. There's little squirrels. I mean, oh, so cute. Now the same coordinating colors that go with that are in here are going to go with this as well. This timeless plaid. So let's pull that out and show you that paper. Now, yeah, Beatrix Potter. Thank you, Debbie Salinas, and thank you for being a channel member. I couldn't think of the name, and it was just you just read my mind, because I was like, what is the storybook of all of this stuff? Yeah. So yeah, Beatrix Potter. Okay, so the plaid is the same colors. Okay, Debbie's saying, and good, it's the same colors that I just read, and it's 6 by 6 though. So I didn't have to cut this paper down. Hello, Christina Fullen. Thank you for being a channel supporter. Didn't think I needed this whole suite, she's saying, but now she just has to have the paper also. It's funny, right? You got to have, if you're getting, to me, it's the paper first. That's me. I'm paper first. And then I go and get the bundles later, maybe, because I'll use this paper with other things. But it's I'll use this with my Happy Easter stamps. Paper first here. Let me just, while I'm talking to you, I'm going to show you both sides of this. The timeless plaid paper, so you can see all these really cool patterns for spring. I think you're really going to like these patterns. Yeah, to me, it's paper first, because you could do anything with the paper. And then it's do I need to get the stamps for this, or do I have enough other stamps? One nice thing about these dies, and they've been doing with our dies lately, is that there's little frames. Like some dyes have like special like things, which I say like, oh, that's the reason to buy the dyes. To me, the reason to buy these dyes are not to cut out the critters because you have all these punch outs of the critters. You don't really need to cut out the critters. The reason to buy the dyes to me is those little frames. Like to me, that's what the nice thing about this particular die set is, are these really gorgeous frames that you can't get any other way. Like you can't get that. And they go with like the designer paper, designer choice paper. They go with the whole theme. And like I said, a lot goes into this cohesive theme for our company, Stampin' Up. And I say our company. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. It means I don't work for the company directly. But if you buy something, I do make a commission. So people who join Stampin' Up, we start out with a 20% commission. And I'm up to 25%. So that's the commission I earn when I sell something. And that's not why I do it. I would craft with or without this company. I was crafting long before, not long before Stampin' Up existed. Well, probably long before Stampin' Up existed because they've been around 35 years. And I've been crafting longer than that. But long before I was selling Stampin' Up stuff, I was still selling crafts. I've been going to craft fairs and selling crafts for so many years. All right, so that is called Storybook Moments. Oh, no, sorry. This was called Storybook Moments, and this is called Timeless Plaid. All right, so I'm excited to see what the next suite will be. What will the next suite will be? Did I say hi to Leslie yet? Hello, Leslie. Yes, Debbie's making little Easter sour cream containers with those. That's when you start out with a rectangle. And look that up on my channel. I teach about those 3D items. All right, what will the next suite be? Oh, well, first, there's the sour cream containers that she was just talking about. What do you like reading my mind today there, Debbie? So anyway, I did a little tutorial on these. These are like longer than the ones I did. These are like elongated, but you take a rectangle piece of paper and turn it into a tube. I could show you, but I'd have to show you on like, here. I kind of like, I'll just show you with a sticky note, right? So you're going to make a tube. This is how to make a sour cream container. So you get your rectangle paper and you make it into a tube, okay? And then you're going to pinch one end of the tube and, glue that together. And then you're going to take the other end of the tube and you're going to go the opposite way. And then you have your sour cream container. Okay, so go ahead and make those, but just turn your paper from square into rectangles before you do it, and you'll get these beautiful sour cream containers. Put some ribbon on them, and see, you got the ephemera, you're good to go. Just make stuff, guys. It's fun. All right, so baby shower, table gifts. Yes, that's Christina, these would be great for that. So again, there's just there's teaching you ways to color. It's giving you some ideas of what to do with our colored pencils, our blends markers, our regular markers, our aqua painters. Oh, Debbie's making 120 of those. What are you making them for, Debbie? You said you're making 120 of these containers. Is it for a baby shower? And that's cute too. All right. We are still on the same suite. Honestly, I didn't realize that so much was dedicated to this one suite, but I am impressed because I really love, this is the die I was talking about. Every single time I do a catalog walkthrough, I honestly see things I have not seen before. Oh, she's giving them to everybody at work. You go, girl. I also have that many coworkers I could make for it, but I always end up with 50 things, and not everyone gets something, but unless it's Christmas time. But that's a lot you're making. That's very nice of you. 120. So this is just a gorgeous little frame with a little hole for a tag. But I kind of didn't notice how big this was before. So I'm really happy to be going through this catalog walkthrough with you because I'm noticing things that I didn't notice the first time I went through the catalog. Here's a scrapbook layout. Okay, let's see what the next suite is. Here we go. Yay! My favorite. All right, let's see. I have that Ocean Friends. Let's be friends. I'm going to move this one over here. Alrighty. Ocean Friends is a new take on a concept that we've been having nautical things in our catalog almost every time, but this is a new take on it. It's a new take, meaning this suite is really a different color scheme than you're probably used to. I love it because it's the Brights collection. Not everything is going to be realistic colors, but the paintings or the artwork on this are definitely realistic artwork. And some of the lobsters would be that color after you cook them or something. You might have seen a lobster that color, but most of the things are not colored the way that they would be colored. This sort of pool party blue looks like a translucent sort of jellyfish, But of course, the lemon lime twist is not going to be the color of a jellyfish. But, you know, Nemo sometimes is colored the right color. The little clownfish, the Nemo. Ooh, fun. Okay, so Ocean Friends is, the sweet's called Friends of the Ocean. All right, Berry Burst, Calypso Coral. Just reading the colors. Lemon Lime Twist, Melon Mambo, Pumpkin Pie, and Summer Splash. So first, let's just show you that. Friends of the Ocean. And this suite comes with this right here. This Designer Series paper, which I'm about to show you. Ocean Friends stamp set. Let's see if I have that. I tried to grab out a few new things. I actually didn't get to craft with this yet, but hey, keeping it real. I was so tired today from getting up so early that I took a nap. But this is what it looks like, the Ocean Friends stamp set. Photopolymer, here. I didn't get to use it yet, so we're just like, look at that, brand new, woohoo, right? And then it goes back in the case here. So you got two-step stamping, meaning you can stamp the bottom, and then you can stamp the details in another color that's darker on top. So that's beautiful, and then you can use the dies to cut them out. And then it has this swirly embossing folder. It's called, let's see, Soft Waves 3D embossing folder, which I don't know where that went. I'm not sure where I put that. And then you have some dots. I may have shown you these in my unboxing, so there's little dots. So here we go. And then in this is not just dies to cut out your lobster and your crab, but look at these 3D stitch dies for your coral and algae and stuff like that. You got a little wave, little sea stars. So that's a really nice die set with 7 dies in there. So that's called Ocean Friends Bundle. But if you want the whole suite's $81. Now, it's not a mega suite. It's a regular suite. It means it doesn't have like 2 die bundles. It has a stamp set and die bundle, and then it has this paper. All right, so the paper, let's take a better look at that. Here, let's start with this page because, I mean, there's 2 pages that are my favorites, and they're just gorgeous like that. So I'm glad that on one side, it's really nice. And on the other side, you're like, okay, I don't have to decide which side to use, right? No need to decide because that would be peach. Oh, no, that would be pumpkin pie. So I can use this side for mostly, right? And then these are going to cut out with the dies. We checked into that before. So if you're going to invest in this bundle, then you want to get, right? You want to get, when you get the dies, you want to invest in some paper because the dies are going to cut out these, right? So you want to get some paper so then you don't have to sit and stamp and color and all that. Just use the paper to make your cards, right? That's what I do most of the time if I have such gorgeous paper. All right, so the other side's cool, but, you know, not as cool. And what is that name? Cross hatch? Or what is the name for that pattern? My neighbor came over the other day after church, and she was, like, wearing black and white with that pattern, and I couldn't remember the type of fabric that was called. Leslie's like, I love the colors, but not really into lobsters. That's okay. There's also another beautiful side here. So again, if you want to do the DSP share and you don't want to do the marine life part, just use that side of your paper. Both sides of this paper are pretty gorgeous. You can see that has like there's a little pattern on there. Okay, we have some beautiful coral, sea fans, sponges. Oh, houndstooth. Thank you, houndstooth. Flying goose and houndstooth. Oh, you guys kill me. Is it called flying goose and houndstooth? Maybe there's 2 names for it. It was like me trying to pronounce Bokeh. We're gonna Bokeh. I think we end up saying Bokeh. It was Japanese. That other paper we're getting to. All right. So again, I'm glad I don't have to decide between the paper sides because that's the really cute side. Then we got little sea stars, starfish. You know, known as starfish, but they're not really fish. They're echinoderms. Little pattern. These are just gonna be great for little treats. And another cute piece with the squid and the seahorse and the little shrimp on there and stuff like that. So I love this paper. I hope you do too. I love the whole suite. All right, I'm kind of curious because I don't remember if they have another couple pages of designs made from this as they did in the other one. Bokeh. Yeah, I know phonetically you guys told me before. And then you guys said like Bokeh or something because you said it was Japanese. And then it meant dots. So that's why I was thinking E like it sounded Japanese. But Bokeh would also sound Japanese. Anywho, color buddies. I really like this section here because it gives you inspiration on how to do your, to color your lobster. And like, if you wanted to use, it gives you the colors of ink, you know, summer splash for the darker color over the lighter pool party. Bokeh, bokeh, B-O-W. Right. Okay, I think that's what I'm saying. Okay, let's see. Melon Mambo and Bubble Bath. That's a cool combination. Pumpkin pie and peach pie. I really like this, that they give us like inspiration on how to color these. All right, so that suite is done, and now we are into the Floral Delight suite. Okay, this one is great for spring. Okay, it's called a waffle weave. Oh, you're talking about the one that I was asking about before. So we have a few names for it, and there's probably all correct. Flying geese, let's see, houndstooth, and waffle weave. We're talking about that pattern back on that other paper. All right, this is like a gingham type of, you know, floral set. And Kathy, Backyard Stamper, she was on last night on her channel, and she showed how to use this with the Daisy bundle, that's just still part of the annual catalog. And it really came out well, how she cut a bunch of flowers out. Am I getting this, you guys? Am I getting this suite? Like, yes or no? You guys know the answer. But I'm going to show you the paper. All right. Is this me? Just knowing my YouTube channel, is this me? It's called Delightful Wishes, the name of the stamp set. The name of the suite would be called Floral Delight. And this is a suite that has two kinds of paper in it. It has your regular designer series paper, which I'm about to show you. And then it has your some vellum to go with it too. So I'm trying to see where they put the whole name of the suite. Here, Floral Delight is the name of the suite. Floral Delight. But that's the name of the suite because that's the name of the paper. We always name the suite the name of the paper. The name of the bundle that is inside Floral Delight is Delightful Wishes Bundle. And there's some dies that go with that. And then there's Daffodil Delight ribbon. And there's some little tiny bee trinkets. And then we have this vellum. So I'll show you both the paper and the vellum. And as I do that, there's not that many colors, so I'll read those too. On the Floral Delight, we have Daffodil Delight. Of course we do. That's our yellow. That's our proper yellow. We have Lemon Lolly. That's our lighter yellow. Old Olive. That's this nice green. Peach Pie. A little bit of peach in there. Pecan Pie, which is a sort of a brown. And Pool Party. So those are the coordinating colors. And that's the other side, which is Old Olive. Again, we don't have to decide which one we love. This is very nice. And I'm glad that they have like one really nice side and one kind of plain side. It just gives you so much versatility. So I do love this for spring. I love this paper. Of course, I'm keeping the paper. I'll probably put this paper in one of my card on blue kits because I think it's going to be great for our card on blue card club in the spring to make cards with. There's our pecan pie. I mean, it's really, really nice paper. But will I be getting the suite? No, I'm not getting the suite because it's not, I do love flowers, but I don't love this kind of flowers. Like when I like flowers, they're more like whimsical type of flowers. And I did get some flower stuff, but I just didn't get the more like, these are traditional flowers as opposed to like whimsical cutesy flowers that I can color with my markers easily. But I do think this is very pretty paper. And you have some gingham on the other side. I'm showing you the one side slower, this side like longer. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm showing you this one not for as long because I want you to kind of take in these gorgeous patterns like this. I mean, it's gorgeous. And now T is reading my mind. Yes, T, I know what you're saying, right? I have so many florals, right? Okay. All right, there we go. And like this little splash pattern. All right, so now wait to see how cool this vellum is. The vellum that goes with that. It's so the vellum is like sort of a plastically semi-translucent paper. Okay, I don't want this to stick on. This plastic to stick on here, so please don't stick on there. I'm stuck on you. I do need to take it out anyway to cut it, but okay. See? Because it sticks to my catalog, so I thought it's going to stick to me. I just better shut that. It's dangerous. Gotta shut that sticker part. All right, the colors are Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lolly, Old Olive, Pool Party, and White. Okay, pretty much the same colors as before, but not as many. So how fun is this vellum? And vellum is one-sided. One side has like the painting on it. The other side sort of muted, so you can use either side as card accents. Remember that when you get this vellum, that you want to take your adhesive and put it on the parts that are not like sticking out. So if this was going to be one of your layers for your card, and you had, I'm just going to grab a piece of cute paper. Okay, so say you had your card and you have like your layer, your card, and you're going to put this behind it or to the right of it. And you're going to want to put the adhesive on this part or like underneath this part because you can see right through it. So you're going to see a big strip of adhesive, which makes your card look like your adhesive sticking out. Now, they do make, I do have in my Amazon store like the vellum adhesive, but it's still not foolproof. You can still sort of see through it. There's some gingham. Oh, I already showed you that piece. And here's the other piece. So you're going to get two. This is also 12 by 12 paper, and you're going to get two of each sheet of vellum. So that is your sweet collection called Floral Delight. Let's see what else is in here. I don't remember if they give you another page. Yes, they do. And there's more of these samples. Okay, we have a die that's really nice with a background. Okay, let me show you what that looks like. So the word wishing has the fine part and then the darker part. Now, if you're going to use a die that delicate, I want you to make sure you use what's called the adhesive sheets. Okay, they come in 12 by 6 sheets, and that way you don't have to try to put glue on this like fine die. And then you cut them out and you make your little stickers with the adhesive sheets. I use them on my channel a lot. Okay, and then this is nice how they color the inside of the envelope. Just really gorgeous samples, and I like how the dies cut out the vellum, and it shows you how the dies cut pieces of the paper. Very pretty. All right, and now we're into the beautiful bokeh. Bokeh. Beautiful bokeh. One day, and no matter what, even when I ask like Siri or ask Google how to say it, I get like different answers. So yeah, yes, you're right. T, the vellum is gorgeous. Okay, but Robbie said she just ordered the paper, but not the whole suite. That's me, Robbie. I'm going to be using the paper in my card club, but not the whole suite because I'll be using it more with like regular sentiments. Okay, and then she's saying it goes, okay, the vellum. Okay, T's saying this vellum goes really well with the Beatrice Potter type of theme. You know, the other set. It's not called Beatrice Potter because, of course, that's probably something that's licensed or something, but this would go really good with the storybook something sweet, right? The storybook one. All right, beautiful bokeh. So let's say I have some paper with that. It is, let's see, where did I put that one? Okay. I'm going to pull that out. And I have let's put that in here. I have the butterflies, a couple of samples of those butterflies. This is other paper because in my designer series paper share, I'm also sharing paper that's not in this catalog. That's part of the online exclusive. All right, let's put that over there. So for this suite, this paper is called the beautiful, let's see, beautiful Bokeh, Bokeh, designer series paper. It's 6 by 6. And that means, I looked up the definition and it meant like some dot pattern. That's what bokeh means. So I'll show you the paper. And then we have, this is part of the suite, the beautiful butterflies hybrid embossing folder and die set. And then this really cute little iridescent, what do you call it? Iridescent, it says it, itty bitty bokeh mix, which is super cute. All right. And what else? Yeah, that's part of this, the hybrid embossing folder, this mix. Oh, and the die bundle and the paper. All right, so here we go. The coordinating colors, I don't have this with me because I don't have the packaging, but you're going to see that you get two of each sheet. So there's the other side of it, right? So you're going to get 12 pieces of this paper. And it's just very versatile. Like, you got the watercolor washes, the dot patterns. Thank you for all the thumbs up. I appreciate it. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe because you'll get notified. And then click the bell to be notified of fun stuff that we do on this channel. We did a tutorial last night. So tomorrow night I'll be doing another tutorial. Isn't this nice paper? Okay, so 2 of each of those. Lots of like brights and subtles in that collection. All right, now my butterflies I'm obsessed with. And I did make a couple examples of, I was playing around. Now I tried, there's a hinge die in here that's, I need to mention first because how cool is this thing? Okay, this thing, if you use like a card from your paper pumpkin kit or something, it doesn't cut all the way through, so you can make a little hinge card. So I use cards from, do you remember the Bright and Beautiful Memories and More cards that we had? Well, they're going into my Beautiful Butterflies kit because it's thin enough to do this to it, this here. So wait for it. Watch this. Now, I didn't do anything, okay? All I did was run this die through once. Watch this. I could squeal with joy. This is why you want this die set. I mean, for no other reason. Well, there's many reasons, but for no other reason than this. I love this. I didn't have to do any special tricks. There is a line to line up, but there's no really tricks to it. There's like, you do want to put it on the line of your, what's the word? Of the edge of the card. Okay? Here's the edge of the card. See? So the card came like this. This is called the Bright and Beautiful Memories and More card pack. The card came like that. And all I did was stick this on the edge and ran it through once. Now, I tried this. You're probably wondering, does this work with cardstock? Well, honestly, I didn't have good success. I ripped the thing to shreds practically. It was just, and it was like, it took like, I lost my antenna, right? I lost my antennae, because this was very thick to cut through. Now, you can cut through. Just be aware that you're going to have to crank through that machine. I'd probably take out the special die adapter, this thing, and try to stack some extra paper instead because I felt like I needed to be like Iron Man to try to crank this through with the cardstock. But it worked really well with this kind of card. The cards from your kits and stuff. All right. Why else do I love this? Let me count the ways. This is why I'm using this for my upcoming bingo event. I'm using this bundle for my January, February workshop series as well. Because, I mean, look at all the things you can do with this. You can stamp. You can punch out. Look, you can punch out like beautiful, realistic looking butterflies. Die cut them out. And, wait for it, you can die cut and emboss at the same time. With this special die, you can run it through the embossing folder. So you can use the embossing folder without the die or with the die. So let's show you with the die. You put that in there. And of course, I always use a little piece of painter's tape. And you're going to be able to see that raised part. And put that in there. And you're going to run through a piece of paper. And you're going to have an embossed and die cut something. So I hope this does it justice in the light. This is 3D. My 3D butterfly. I colored it with the blends. But I embossed it. You see? The ridges. So even, this would have been cute without embossing it. But it's 3D in that I put it through the embossing folder. And I colored it. So we'll be using this for a card element for our projects. Now, you could take this out, though. You don't need to keep this in there for this hybrid embossing folder. A hybrid embossing folder means you can die cut and emboss at the same time. But if you took this out and just stuck your cardstock in there, you would have a great result as well. Whether you emboss or deboss. I put a whole card in there. And it came out perfect. I mean, I'm going to still probably, I put a white piece in there to write on. But look at, like, I just put a little card in there and look what I did. This is my first try. My first try with a full cardstock card. It wasn't hard to crank through because the 3D embossing photo wasn't as hard to crank through as the other. And then even if you had the outside piece of paper, that's nice too. Like even if you were to put, this in there. I'm using this as a card element, but even the outer part. Okay, I'm an enabler. Okay, you guys are talking about me, but in a good way. If my husband finds out, I'm blaming you. Uh-oh, somebody's buying this sweet. I'm getting the feeling, right? Oh boy, yes, I am an enabler. And I love the stuff myself. not just saying to get it, but this is like awesome. So, okay, so you have your embossing folder that will emboss cardstock, one layer or more. It'll emboss designer series paper. Okay, it will cut and emboss at the same time. So you could emboss and then cut this out at the same time, and then you'd have like these embossed elements. Or you can do it. You can like color and emboss. But I decided to color first and then emboss. It was a little bit harder to line up, but this is embossed, and then I put Wink of Stella on it. And I like realistic butterflies. What can I say? All right, and then we have in here is not just these cool things. We have a couple ones for sentiments as well. I mean, you can't beat it. This whole suite. And the little bitty Bokeh mix and all that good stuff. Let's see if I have any of that. Okay. Sorry for the delay. I had to go get the itty bitty Bokeh mix so you can see how cute that is. Everybody's getting this in their Butterflies kit if you get the Butterflies Workshop kit. I may even include some in the bingo. I mean, does it make you squeal with delight? Any crafter's going to love this little mix. We finally have proper shaker card mixes again. For a while there, they were giving out these little, not giving out, selling these things that were like so big, they were hard to put in shaker cards. So I was asking people, does anyone have the ones that retired? And now they're back with some really cool. This is like really cool. And it's a lot of stuff in there. And I'm going to try to get it back in the bottle. And I always get asked this question, where do you get your little bottles? So Hobby Lobby used to carry these bottles. They've cut down their paper crafting section to practically nothing. And I can't find them there anymore. But the Dollar Tree, the $1.25 tree we're going to call it, does have these. And you get 6 of them for $1.25. But they only carry a couple at a time. So you go in the little craft section at the Dollar Tree, and you can get these cute little bottles. So I stock up, and I use them for my kits, because that's exactly enough for a little shaker card. So that's your itty bitty Bokeh mix. And this one, unlike some of our mixes, has enough in there to make a lot of shaker cards. All right, we're going to put the dies back in there. And that is the hybrid embossing folder, the paper. Okay, I'm putting this back in with the Everyday Skies. And let's see what else we could show you. Okay, oh, here's a sample of a shaker card, because you can use the butterfly to make your shaker window. Here's examples of cards that are 3D. Here's ways to combine. Here's ways to use the paper. I love these catalogs again for inspiration. Here's another way to use that die. If you don't want to make a full butterfly card, then you could just line it up along the hinge and cut out the front. But I just think it's more fun if you make a whole butterfly card, because all you got to do is make a bunch of these, leave them in your office or whatever, or just have them ready. And when you want to send somebody a little thank you note, you don't need anything else on here. You could stamp on there if you want, but just write, hey, thank you for helping me today. It was fun playing. Like I worked with the math support. I'm a technologist, so at my school, so I worked with, we played math games with the second graders today, and they absolutely loved it. And they thanked us for playing the game, but I want to thank the person who helped me come up with the game with the right kind of standards for the right level of math skills that we were reviewing. And I might just send this to her on Monday. I might say, thank you for working with me to make that really awesome game that we played. So just the very little things. I mean, you can make little notes that mean a lot, okay? Little thank you notes mean a lot. Okay, so here's So Thankful and little baby little tiny butterflies. Some samples of what you can use this DSP for. All right, I like this. Time to Celebrate, so you can show you a birthday card, a nice shaker card. Here's the little hinge. It just kind of shows you how to sort of line up the hinge. That's like I said, this die here is worth the whole price of admission, right? That's the hybrid embossing folder and this die are both really great. So I highly, if you like butterflies, this is a set for you. All right, we are up to, let's make sure we got page. I just want to tell you the page, and I just want to show you that, see how it's embossed? How nice that looks embossed and cut out. And you can still use your background piece. All right, we're up to page 42, where you will see what's on the front of the catalog. It's this birthday theme, see? It's called Wildflower Birthday. Stampin' Up! Is making this sort of the feature of this catalog. You can tell what they're emphasizing the most, and this will probably sell the most of all the things we have. All right, let's put that over there. And this is going to knock your socks off. So the name of the suite is called Wildflower Birthday. The name of the bundle in the suite is called Birthday Celebration. It's a bundle that's not too expensive. It's, let's see, it's $73 for the entire suite. This bundle is $41.25. You always save 10% when you purchase the stamp set and the bundle together. I did order this as a bingo prize, I'm pretty sure. But if someone doesn't pick it, I'm going to probably start using it. And it is on my secondary wish list. My primary wish list was, you know, the ocean friends of the ocean, right? I did get a faith collection, and I bought a book one, a couple of things, the butterflies, because I'm using it. But I definitely plan on maybe using this for a future workshop, maybe after the ocean friends one. And I plan on getting it, just not right away, because I have to pace myself. So every quarter we get product credit. I say pace myself, which is kind of funny, because we get product credit. The demonstrators do if you're like a silver or above, which is a level. And I got it, and I used it the next day. I was like, got my credit one day, used it the next day. So much for pacing myself. So like, what's the saying? Do as I say, not as I do, because I don't pace myself either. This bundle also has these dots, they're called party dots. And it has this gorgeous ribbon that's back. It's like this mesh ribbon, and I did use some for some of my Christmas treats. I don't have it handy, but this mesh ribbon is very similar to the silver mesh ribbon we sold years ago. All right, so let me tell you the colors in this paper, and it's another specialty paper, meaning it has some ephemera with it. So this Wildflower Birthday Designer Series paper. Let's see what the other side is. Okay, you'll get to look at this one while I'm talking. Has blueberry bushel, old olive, peach pie, pool party, pretty in pink, soft seafoam, and gold. So again, in the past, when I did a designer series paper share, I used to try to cut out all the little pieces. Now you're getting like a quarter of the piece like this, but I do punch out the ephemera pieces. So this is a 12 by 12, lots of tags, and pretty flowers on the other side. Birthday foiled cakes. I mean, that's just, the foiling is so nice on that paper, right? Stripes on the other side. So who has this one? Who's purchased this one? I know a lot of demonstrators are watching. This one is very pretty. So, okay, Christina's saying there's more bath and bedroom lines coming out at Hobby Lobby. Okay, she's saying that they cut all the departments to make room for their new bath and bedroom lines. I did not know that. But Karen Tharaldson, so you will not be disappointed to hear that the Hobby Lobby has 90% off the Christmas stuff right now. So there is some really cool stuff for paper crafters, and I got a bunch of stickers for 90% off. So do check out Hobby Lobby, give them another chance, and keep in mind that the predicament that they're under with trying to compete with like an Amazon or something, right? They have to try to they probably have to try to sell bigger things because people want to pick out bigger things in person and buy smaller things online. So I understand the predicament that they're in as a company, and they did cut some paper crafting, but I still like to frequent them because honestly, I don't want a store like that to go away. It's my happy place. I love Hobby Lobby. Yep. She's like, I could start my own Hobby Lobby, Karen. I know, right? We all could. I know. I probably have more paper crafts than Hobby Lobby does. Well, not even probably. I do have more paper crafts. Look at this pretty paper. So I probably, not just probably, I have more paper crafts than Hobby Lobby. And like, if you look at the Hobby Lobby, they're really good at selling trees and foliage because people like to pick out their own little home decor, like some pine needles and some dried flowers. That they sell that stuff like hotcakes. Everybody in line is in front of me is always like filling their cart with this flowers and stuff to decorate with, because that's stuff you're not going to want to order on Amazon. You're going to order it from them in person and pick it out yourself. So they have to concentrate on what sells, because people like, I go in there to get my bags for my kits. Like personally, I'm getting all these bags. like this. I get these 5x7 bags in Hobby Lobby. I get my 6x6 bags on Amazon. I did link these to my store, my Amazon store, which is linked in the description, if you want to know where I get all my bags from. But anywho, now, this is the best part of this. This is the best part. Look at these 2 pieces of paper. Simply gorgeous. So you're going to get 2 sheets of this if you buy the packet 12 by 12. And it's all laser cut out for you. And it has like flowers and balloons and banners and foiling. It's just absolutely going to make your birthday cards so elevated. And we can never have enough birthday cards. But don't just make them. Please send them and have them on hand and mass produce and all the stuff. So that is called the Wildflower Birthday Suite. Comes with, again, the designer series paper, the bundle, the party dots, and this really gorgeous gold mesh ribbon, which I used a whole roll of it to tie up my Christmas treats this year. And I'm just wondering if I have any of it sticking around, because I did buy a couple rolls of it. I absolutely love it. So that I'm going to get more of, because it's like it has a little bit of a elastic give to it. It's very easy to tie. Ooh, samples. Look at the samples. We have banners, scrapbooking samples, or actually this is a card, but it looked like a scrapbook at first. But now I know it's a card because of the size of the number 35. You can use the tags, put some tags inside little pockets. Yeah, I mean, this might at first look like an intimidating card to make, because you're like, oh, wow, look at the fold and this. It's actually really easy because of this ephemera. You're just using the ephemera and the die cuts that come with it. This kind of suite makes it easy to make these gorgeous kind of cards. But people are not going to know that it was easy for you. They're going to say, wow, you did all this work in foiling and all this stuff and stamping and coloring. And really, it was all like done for you with the products. Okay, this is our trimmer from our annual catalog. It's telling you, see, when you see the little symbol AC, that means in the annual catalog on page 121, you will find the trimmer. Okay? So let's just show you what that little reference means, just in case you see these things. Because so on page 121 of the annual catalog. Okay, there's the trimmer. Whoop. Paper trimmer, 28, okay? There's the paper trimmer. Actually, I think there's a better picture of the paper trimmer in the mini catalog. Just saying. All right, this is the paper trimmer. And it's a good thing to put in your starter kit. It actually comes with this 1 blade and a scoring tool. I'm just using 2 blades right now because I'm in the middle of preparing for all this stuff. And I have like where I cut my cards and stuff. I have little pieces of tape to help me. Okay, anywho, that's pretty cool. That was the birthday suite, the Wildflower Birthday. Wildflower Birthday Suite. Now we are into machines. Again, these are on the online. They're in our annual catalog. And we have a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. You can get as part of your starter kit during celebration or just buy it outright. But I'm thinking if you're going to get some big tools, get them as part of joining my team as a starter kit special. Mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. That's how to cut out these. You need those machines to cut out the metal dies. All right. Why buy a bundle? Okay, it's talking about how you could save 10% when you purchase dies and stamps together or dies and punches together. And so now we're going to show you bundles. So whereas these were suites, meaning suites are products that coordinate with paper and bundles and ribbons and embellishments and things. Now I'm showing you bundles. Bundles are stamps and dies or stamps and punches. Okay, and so this first bundle is called Linked Together. And what's interesting is it looks like the things I showed you earlier inside of that. Remember when I showed you that lattice inside of here? It reminds me of that. So I'm just going to look at that pattern again and see. It looks like you can make your own. It's like it comes with a bunch of decorative masks. Remember I said use these as a decorative mask? Come out wherever you are. See? These are part of that ephemera. Yeah, very similar, but not the same. So now you have the decorative mask from the birthday. Hello, Frida. Nice to see you. I did see your email, Frida, about the colors, and I'm going to write you back about all the new colors we had this year. You were asking about the new colors. Oops. And I did see your message, but I just didn't get to write you back yet. All right. I'm going to put that in there. There's your bubble bath. So anyway, linked together. It's pretty cool looking. And I kind of now want it because I just never really took a close look at it before. But I love decorative mask. It's very nice. And it's a very simple bundle. I mean, it looks like it has, okay, it says 7 dies. It has just like this big diamond and this nice sort of lattice looking die. And then the linked together decorative masks are separate. They're not part of the bundle. This would be the bundle and dies. I actually like that. I kind of really never gave it a second look, but I really do like it. All right, what is coming next? Bundle is Memorable Blooms. And don't you love all these really nice samples as well on the side here? The design team did a fabulous job on this catalog. Okay, it shows you how you can use the dies in different ways. Okay, very nice. Here's samples of the blends markers. Well, do you guys like dinosaurs? This reminds me of a few years back, we had something called Dino Roar. I used the heck out of that. But that was when a lot of my, little nephews were little tots back then. Now they're, now they're adults, and some of them have kids of their own. And they're like, I have great nephews now, maybe, that would like this. But this is so cute for little kids. I mean, look at this. Darting Dinos bundle. Super cute. And if you like whimsical, this is something I like, but I just have to be honest with myself and how much time I'm going to have. I have to prioritize what I'm crafting with now, because as much as I absolutely adore this, I just don't know if I would get to it before we would run out of it. Would I be able to craft with this by the time we stop selling it? And not that we know we're going to stop selling it in April, but it's very likely. I don't know which things are going to retire and which things are going to do what's called carrying over. Hi, Glinda. Nice to see you. Yes, please watch the replay. We did some shenanigans tonight. All right, for the books bundle. I did get that one. I love it because my job is actually in a library. I mean, that's where my office is. I'm a technology person, but I actually work inside a library. Now, this is like the little die that you're going to absolutely love, and you can make your little tassels with it. I probably wouldn't make them in foil again because it's harder to make a tassel in foil. It would have been easier in paper. So you can make little bookmarks with this bundle. You have a 3D book, which is all stitched, and you can add this little 3D element. I just embossed it with one of the free Celebration embossing folders, and this was just my first attempt at using this bundle. It's a very inexpensive bundle. The dies are $14 by themselves, but with the bundle, the stamp set's $18, and the bundle is only $28.75. It's because it doesn't have a whole lot in it, but it is. This little die is so cute. Look at that little die. It doesn't look like a comb or something, and I'm like, oh, I thought it's an edge of a book. I'm like, what's that for? That little thing's the edge of the book. You put that little piece there. That's what this is. I used the Country Woods Designer Series paper, so I'd have the texture stamped right onto the paper. It's actually easier to stamp onto cardstock, but what have you. Okay, you have a little hole for tags. Or no, just a little hole for bookmarks, I mean. And that little guy is how you make these little tassels. And I saw it in here. I was like, let me just show you that close up. See the little tassel? That little die? I was like, you just roll it. It was so easy to roll. I'm like, I'm obsessed. Super cute. So anyway, that's the reason to get the For the Books bundle. I know, it's ridiculous, right? To get a tassel die. But it is what it is. I think that's the reason to get this. Well, also if you have maybe a Bible study or like a book club and you want to make everybody something. So you could just give everybody little bookmarks and stuff. And then if you want to label your books from the library of, and then put your name on there. And then you could do your solid 5 stars and color in the stars. Or you could be like your solid 4 stars. I mean, if you want to joke around with people. So that's fun. And little glasses. All right, now this guy, the next bundle, is called the Toadstool Bundle. And it goes with something from our Celebration Club. Our Celebration, not Celebration Club. Celebration catalog. It goes with this paper called Toadstool Gardens Designer Series paper. I am putting this in my Celebration Club, which is why I was saying it. But this, you could get this bundle here, purchase the bundle, which is a terrific Toadstools bundle, which is a punch and dies. a punch and stamp set. And then you could go get the free paper. So when you spend $60, you get the free paper, or one of the many free things you can get. Okay, I have a space heater. I needed to turn it. It was facing my plastic and instead of facing my wall. Okay, I had to turn my space heater around. I had it facing me earlier because it was like warmer. All right, so that's pretty cool. Okay, now this is what I'm using for the month of January. And in the third week of January, we're going to do all the tutorials. Right now, I'm still in the process of sending out your kits for the month. This is our Card on Blue Card Club, and we're making some Valentine-ish cards this month. Okay, so Hugs for Love is the stamp set we're featuring. I was trying to find the samples, but they're not handy right now. This is a really cool punch as well. Okay, so check that out. If you want to sign up for my card club, today is the last day. And if you sign up at, like on the 11th, then it would be like for next month. But if you want it to be this month and you can't sign up today, just let me know. And I can send you this kit instead of next month's. All right, Why You Love Stamps. And it talks about the different kinds of stamps and the different kinds of like techniques for stamping. We have cling stamps, that's the rubber sort of stamps. We have photopolymer, which is a plastic type of stamps. We have reversible stamps, which you can stamp the front and the back. We have distinctive stamping with texture in them. And we have two-step stamping like the one you saw with the ocean friends with the lobster front and back. So that would be two steps. So that's kind of cool. All right, so this is just showing what some of those are. And this is now, so just so you know how we flowed through the catalog. We're almost at the very end now. We flowed through by looking at kits, and then we looked at ephemera and things that were easy. Then we went into the more avid crafter, like the suites of products. And now we saw the bundles, and now I'm showing you what's called the single standalone stamp sets. So this is two-step stamping. So this Natural Botanicals is going to have one side, which is a solid, and then the other side, you flip it over, and you have the leaves. So this is a really cool technique. Two-step stamping. Sorry, reversible stamps. Is this reversible or two-step? No, these are reversible because they're kind of blunt. Yeah, it says it. Stamps are reversible. Ink and stamp either side. Yay! Okay, and then we have this one. The bright borders goes with the punch you just saw back here. In the one I'm using for this month's Card on Blue Card Club, the month of January. This little punch, to the point label punch, goes with this one. So I need to put that on my secondary wish list because I've already invested in the punch. And then I'm going to invest in that stamp set to go with that punch. Oh, I'm obsessed with this. And I really wished it would have been voted on. And I don't think it was voted on, but I got it anyway. It's super cute. Look how cute this little doggy is. How much is that doggy in the window? I haven't played with it yet, but I want to show you that it's cling stamp set. If I don't play with this by the time we have our bingo, it'll be a bingo prize, but hopefully we'll play with it before then. And I have lots of other bingo prizes as well. Don't worry, I am going to spoil the heck out of you guys. But it's really cute for coloring, and it just has some great sentiments on it. I'm not sure if you guys voted on. I always let you pick the stamp set. I think you picked that one from back here that I showed you at the very beginning. But I have to double check the results. But some of you might not have voted yet. So, tiled techniques. Beautiful. So this is like beautiful, but I would probably use what's called a stamparatus or stamp positioning tool. How do you get the stamp set? You just go to how do you get the stamp set? You just go to my website and order the stamp set right there. paperedchef.stampinup.net. But if you want to know how do you get the kits, same way, go here and go to Papered Chef's Clubs and Offerings. Like if you want the card club kit. And that kit is not with it. The kit doesn't have the stamp set in the kit. The stamp set is you purchase separately, and then my kit has all the supplies. So use the little arrow, Frida, that says Papered Chef's Kits and Offerings. Okay, anyway, but this one I would use a stamp positioning tool, is what I'm saying, for this kind of stamp set, to line it up. Because although you can use a block, I would have a hard time lining up these tiling efforts, but it's very nice. Okay, and then this is Lifelong Friends, super cute for coloring. And it reminds me of a couple other things that we have with the same sort of style of sketch, like line artwork. So I'm sure you think of people you can share this with. There's 3 friends here, 2 friends here. And, you know, based on how you color the hair and the skin tones, I mean, you can, I'm sure you have friends. I mean, you could relate to yourself in one of these pictures or your friends and the way you color it, and that'd be really cute. All right. Gathering is easy. This is talking about, you know, if you want to host events and things like that. Even if you want to host virtual ones, you know, just let me know. Shop, earn rewards, and save. Okay, we have a rewards program. Right now, the rewards are 10%. When you spend $150, you get 10% back. Okay? So that's what the rewards are now. But we're going to have a different rewards program in the future. But that's not coming up until the end of this catalog. So we don't need to mention it now. We don't want to muddy the waters. But this is a nice little index of what's in this catalog. And then Paper Pumpkin you could subscribe to. That's a different type of kit, which is a subscription, kind of like my card club. Except my card club is you could get one kit 1 month. In this case, you would be subscribing and getting this kit every month. And the difference between Paper Pumpkin and the kits I showed you at the beginning are the kits at the beginning are like, you know what's in them. They're not a surprise. You can order a kit. It comes in this kind of box and you know what's inside. These are a surprise each month and you only get like a little hint, which I kind of like. I dig surprises. It's really fun. So if you want to subscribe, you can do that. Okay, then, so if you want to get anything I showed you, then go to my website, paperchef.stampinup.net. And then in that website, you're going to see some online exclusives too. And I think that's where this one came from. This is something I recently purchased. And I think it's going to be great for Easter. Okay, the Faith Collection. And the dies have this like little wood grain texture to them. So check out our online exclusives. And this will go great with the For the Books ones too, because you can make like bookmarks with some books and crosses on them. I mean, nice. Okay, I think this was another online exclusive, sharing, loving crafting. Let me cover that little sign so I don't get in trouble for that little sign. All right. Anyway, this is what we put on the back of our cards when we're going to be selling our cards. According to our angel policy, we always have to stamp that if we're selling cards. If you're giving out cards, you do not need to put these little symbols on the back. All right. Mixed labels is another one that's part of the online exclusives. And this bundle goes with that mixed label. Memories and more cards I showed you earlier, and some paper. All right, so do you want to see what's in my designer series paper share? That's what's next. So those of you that just went through the catalog with me, I appreciate you. We just covered the catalog. We covered everything from start to finish, the kits, the ephemera, the suites, the bundles, the stamp sets, the index, and we showed you all the new stuff that is here. Okay? But if you want to sample everything that's in this catalog, all the papers, I should say, not everything, but all the papers and some online exclusive papers, I will show you what's in my paper share, and I'll leave it open until tomorrow so that you can order it. All right, so this paper share is called the 2025 January to April Mini Catalog Designer Series Paper Share. Here's the code. Oh, no, this QR code might be my store, but it might be my offerings. I can't remember. But either way, you can get to my offerings by going to my store. So there's a code there. Now, let's see. Inside the paper share, we have, I'm not going to open this again because I just showed you, but you're going to get a quarter pack of the Wildflower Birthday. So you get the 10 sheets, right? And then you get like, instead of 2 more sheets, you're going to get little ephemera. Not everybody's going to get the same ephemera. Okay, but this is a sample of like how much ephemera you get in the Designer Series paper share. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close this because I'm not going to take that out again because we just showed you the paper. All right, then you're going to get Marbled Elegance. That's one of the online exclusive papers, and you're going to get 6 sheets of that. It's been out for just a little while. I just thought it'd be great to give you some for Valentine's Day. I'm only putting 6 sheets in this share because it's specialty paper. It's more expensive. Plus, I'm putting 12 sheets in my card club. And a lot of the same people get my card club. So you're already going to have that. And then you're going to get 2 sheets of this brushed silver and gold. Specialty paper. And you can see it's different than the regular gold in that it has texture in it. Okay, you're going to get this online exclusive paper called the Adorable Otters. I'm obsessed. It's so cute. So, you know, you're going to get that. You're going to get 12 sheets of that in your paper share. And on the other side, I put some in the new, and you're not going to get the same colors maybe of the pastel ombre because the colors vary a little bit from sheet to sheet, but you're going to get 3 little pieces of this pastel ombre specialty shimmer glimmery paper. Pastel ombre glimmer specialty paper. Oh, it was a labor of love to label all these bags for you. And all these, we've been working, my mom and I, and my husband even helped with this one. Labeling and putting things and cutting things and putting it into bags. All right, and we're not even done yet because the paper has not even arrived. This is just my pre-order paper. Okay, let's see. Mixed media florals. Okay, this is some online paper that goes with the mixed media stamps that I showed you and the mixed media memories and more. So it's really cool. This is the kind of flowers I like more, just so you know. They're kind of like, instead of like the really artsy ones, I kind of like these sort of whimsical looking flowers. I like these more than, believe it or not, maybe they're not as nice to you, but to me, this paper is nicer than that other floral paper I showed you earlier because of like what I would particularly use it for. Okay, so you've already seen this other paper I showed you earlier. That's the Ocean Friends, or Friends of the Ocean. Sorry for coughing. It's been a long video, so I should be taking a drink or something. Taking a sip. Okay, so all part of your paper share. I'm putting specialty papers in the regular paper share this time because, excuse me, it was hard to separate the specialty papers from the regular papers. Like in the past, it was easier because they didn't really go with the regular papers as much, and now they do, so they're kind of have to be together. So Storybook Moments, you're going to get some of that in Timeless Plaid, and you're going to get a sampling of the Ephemera in your paper share, and then this one is Floral Delight and Floral and Gingham Vellum, specialty DSP. Yes, the Otter paper is available right now. It's just you go on and it's an online exclusive. So everything here is available. Every single thing I'm showing you right now is available. And then you get the Everyday Skies paper. This is an online exclusive. So Frida's asking about the Otter paper. And the Everyday Skies paper, the mixed media paper, a lot of the paper is not in the catalog. It's in the online exclusive. And when I decided to do the Designer Series paper share, I'm like, I need to share the new paper, all the new paper. And of course, after I planned the whole paper share, came up with the price, then what did they do? They came out with even more papers. They're called recolored papers. So like a few new colors came back. So Serene Love and some other stuff. But what I did is I used one of those in the card club. So you are getting some of that paper too if you're in my card club. And then we have celebration paper. So all of this is your paper share. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? When I say 1, 2, this is the Bokeh. Remember the Bokeh? Beautiful Bokeh with the butterflies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 kinds of paper. And some of it's specialty, right? So that's what your paper share is. All packaged up for you. And of course, you know, you get some treats. Treats. It's Christmas treats right now. I'm still working on my I'm only able to send chocolate in the wintertime, so you're going to get some Christmas treats. And then if you want to do what's called an upgrade or like the Ephemera share, then you're going to go over and you're going to check off, I want the other stuff. And if you get the other stuff, this is what it looks like. It's not all the Ephemera we sell, but it's a half a pack of the Greetings for All. So you get like 3 sheets of that. And it's a half a pack of Spring Celebrations. I showed you these earlier, so if you missed it, just go back and look. A half a pack of birthday treats. No, not birthday treats. Yeah, it is called birthday treats. Okay. 2 of these cards, Stripes and Florals. 2 of the basic white Memories and More cards. I'm just shutting this. Okay. I'm shutting it so I can mail it to somebody tomorrow. I'm not going to mail these all tomorrow, but I'm going to try to mail some tomorrow. Okay. And this one, Mixed Media. That has a little note card in with it. So the cards and envelopes. So if you do the little add-on, you're getting these things as your add-on. Just so you know what that looks like. And that's not all the Ephemera, but it's most of it. All right, so that's what's in your Designer Series paper share. So check that out using the link under you go to my website and then it says Paper Chefs Clubs and Offerings, and then you're going to see Designer Series paper share. You can also sign up for bingo there and other things. All right, well, my voice is getting scratchy, my battery's getting low, and it is getting late. So it was a pleasure having you all online with me. I appreciate every one of you for watching, commenting, and, you know, crafting along with me as I do these things. So T Barnes is also saying the tassel is the reason I got the dies. I mean, I'm sorry, I wasn't the only one then. I got the dies not knowing about the tassel. I got the dies for the cute little 3D book. And then the tassel was like, bonus, I got a tassel. So yeah, so I mean, I know what you mean though. If I had known about it, I would have got it for that reason. Yes, sign up for bingo. Bonnie Blake. Just go to the Paper Chef Clubs and Offerings and sign up for bingo. Here's the link to my offerings. Actually, I forgot about it. Here we go. I actually have a little paper like that. In case that's not the same QR code as that one, use this QR code. Okay, that's the QR code for signing up for any of these things I have going on. And I'm opening up these things until tomorrow because it took me so long to get all my videos done about it that I never got to do the catalog walkthrough on the day 1. So I'm doing it on day 3. So you still can sign up for these things. Okay? Well, that's about it. Have a great evening. And we'll see you tomorrow evening, earlier hopefully than this. And we'll do something with our butterflies. Okay? We're going to do our butterflies tutorial. All right. Have a great evening. This is the Paper Chef. Thank you for watching.